guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be my 24-week pregnancy update. I apologize for this look. I have been running around trying to get my house clean, the yard work done, and everything else. I'm sitting in a little corner in my bedroom because this is the only area that's somewhat clean. And we're just going to sit down and film this video. So right now, it is Thursday. Hopefully I get this video up tonight. And so it's the 22nd of September, and I am 24 weeks pregnant. So first I will just kind of go over like what my apps say, and then we'll kind of go over what's been going on. So it is telling me that the baby is about the size of an ear of corn, so 12.5 inches it says, and it weighs approximately 1.25 pounds. I have a kitty cat on the other side of this door. It says, with all the rapidly developing senses in your baby, he should probably be able to sense what is upside down or right side up. It says the respiratory system is also growing rapidly. Lungs are developing in preparation for breathing, moving amniotic fluid in and out of the lungs, but for now your baby still gets oxygen through the placenta. For me, it says your uterus is roughly 2 inches above your belly button, and around this time your doctor may do a glucose test. Mine will do that at the around 28 to 30 weeks, I believe. Not this next appointment I have, but the following one. And that is about it for that. If I go into my other app, I just downloaded this new one. It's called Ovia Pregnancy. This one is so cute because it shows you, if the baby were on the outside, how big its hand would be compared to where it will be when it's born. So, there we go. So, the pink is how big his hand would be now as compared to when he comes out at 9 months. Come back light. Okay. So, I like that. And then it also, this one says, it's the size of a garden eggplant. There we go. So, super cute. And again, that's the Ovia website, the other app. The other apps that I use, I'll just quick throw them in there. I use the What to Expect pregnancy app. I use the Baby Bump Pro. And every once in a while I go into the Baby Center app. My husband's mowing and maybe killing it. So, them are the apps that I use. Now, for me, right now, as far as food aversions or cravings, I've been craving sweet, but I can't figure out what that sweet is. I've tried fruit, I've tried candy, I've tried gum, I've tried all sorts of different things. I just can't figure out what that sweet is that I want. I know it's not chocolate. I tried chocolate and it just ain't happening. So, I've got to figure that out. I'm still craving meat. Red meat. Steak. I cannot get enough steak, which is good. I'm beginning to think that it is because of my iron level. My doctor's going to test it at my next appointment because I've been so beyond exhausted. At this point, you're late in your second trimester, you should have somewhat energy back, but I'm sleeping nonstop. It's ridiculous. I'm even to the point where I was telling her I work from home and I do data entry, and it just hurts to even hold my hands up and work, key. My arms are just they just want to sit. So, I don't know, I'm exhausted. I do take my prenatal. She'll me go ahead and add some more iron to that, and then of course, like I said, I'm craving the red meat. So probably all go hand in hand. They're going to test me at my next appointment, which is in 2 weeks. I should have had an appointment this week for 24 weeks, but we'll get into that in a moment. As far as food aversions, there really hasn't been any. I was having a problem with cooking raw meat. I'm doing okay with that. I don't think there's anything, the smell of anything. Nothing's really hitting me right now. I'm doing okay. Morning sickness, that has finally, I don't want to say ended, but completely eased up 99%. I stopped taking the Diocletius about 3.5 weeks ago, I believe. And the first couple days were okay. Then I had 2 days that were really bad. I just stuck it through, and I've been fine ever since. So that is nice to not be taking medication other than my vitamins anymore. As far as headaches, I think I touched on this a little bit in my last video. I am doing the Mountain Dew or a coffee or something to kind of get the caffeine, a little bit of caffeine in my body. You are allowed, I think it's like 200 milligrams or something like that a day. And so my doctor and I, again, I touched in the last video, I drank so much of it, I was going through really bad withdrawal for headache-wise, and it just, nothing was working. So adding just a little bit back into my diet has helped, and I'm not getting my headaches anymore still. I'm still trying to keep up with the water intake. That's always been a struggle for me. I stopped putting the flavoring in my water, and right now I'm just making sure it's ice cold. That's, I guess, a craving, ice cold water. Interesting. Let's go ahead and we will talk about some things going on with me. I would say probably around 17 week, I noticed, I don't think I mentioned in a video, I was getting like abdominal tightening, and I just thought it was baby moving or whatever. As the weeks have gone on, and now I'm at 24 weeks, I'm realizing I've been having Braxton Hicks contractions ever since probably 16, 17 weeks. They are getting more intense. They're not full-blown contractions, you know, the ones that stop you in your tracks and you can't breathe and you whatever. And they're not consistent. I will say I do get them more at night. I try to drink more water and they kind of go away. I do notice if I have to go to the bathroom and I don't have the opportunity to go, if I'm in the car or something, that will start triggering them as well. So I'm trying to be proactive in that. At 22 weeks, so 2 weeks ago, we're going to get into a little bit of TMI right now. I noticed, I've never had this with my other pregnancies, some, not weird, but for me, unusual discharge. Never had that with any of my other pregnancies, so I called up the doctor. She said, you know, come on in, come get checked. We'll make sure it's nothing exciting or something. So I did, I went in, everything's fine. Apparently some ladies have that. And because I went in at 22 weeks, it wasn't in my scheduled appointment. She went ahead and she had done an ultrasound. She checked my cervical length, things like that. She said, cancel your appointment for next week and make it for, 2 weeks down the road, or 2 weeks further down the road. So instead of coming in at 24 weeks, I'm going to be closer to 26 weeks. So actually, that might make me no, they won't make me at the diabetes test because they haven't called to ask me if I wanted to do that. I should touch base with them. So everything was fine, baby's fine. He was head up, which is the first. When I've had my ultrasounds and she kind of checks them, she figures out that he's kind of head down. So this time he was head up as well. Round ligament pain, that has come back with a vengeance. I have now noticed that every once in a while, about once a week or so, at nighttime when I'm laying down, it gets bad to the point where it hurts to sit up, it hurts to roll over, it hurts to do anything. And I suffer all day long. It's insane. I get no sleep. It's bad. The next day, little baby has a very sleepy day. So I'm assuming that he's having like little growth spurts in there or something. He's just stretching the world out. And the next day he's like, oh, okay, I got room. So he just kind of chillaxes in there. So that happens about once a week. At night, I get the bad pains. The next day, he kind of has a lazy day. He's still moving around. I mean, I'm not worried or anything like that. He lets me know he's there. Trust me. But we have that going on. And that touches base with the movement. We're actually able to see now. He's still, obviously, lower. And I'll show you my belly here in a minute. Hanging out low. But you can see, especially at night, he's very active. And you'll see he used to kind of always hang out my left-hand side. If you notice, I said that in other videos. Now it's to the point where he's kicking over here and punching over here at the same time. So he's kind of like, we were joking. Last night we went out to eat and I had steak. And all of a sudden he started dancing around in there. So we were joking. He's in there going, hooray, hooray. And he's throwing his arms out this way and his legs out the other way. Because it's just front, back, side, upside down, whatever. He's everywhere. So that's fun. My husband's felt it a couple times. A lot of times, though, if I say, hey, come here, he's moving, by the time my husband gets over to me, the baby's like, I tricked you, and he stays still. So that's kind of funny. Let me check other notes here, if I have any. Oh, yes. My ankles and my hands are swelling a ton. This is the first day in like a week and a half I've been able to wear my wedding ring. My ankles are swelling up by the end of the night. They're huge. And it's getting painful. Like, sometimes it hurts to even just bend my fingers. I'm hoping I'm not gonna get carpal tunnel, because that is my payment, you know, that's how I make money. I work from home doing data entry, like I said, and so I need to be able to type, so please don't let me get carpal tunnel. And oh yes, my favorite, bloody noses have returned. Every morning in the last 4 days, I have woken up to a bloody nose. It's gross, I'm sorry, but it happens. I don't know why. Get up, I'm getting the kids ready for school, I go into the bathroom to start, you know, preparing myself, and the next thing you know, I just have a bloody nose. So, they end pretty quickly. It's just a pain. And so for the rest of the day, like, the house is fighting a cold as well, so we all kind of had, like, runny noses. For the rest of the day, if my nose kind of starts to feel like I'm getting a runny nose, I'm like, oh my god, please don't let there be a bloody nose. So, we picked up a few more things for baby. I sorted through the clothes and noticed I've got a pretty good variety of sizes, but I don't have very many pants, so that is on my list. I don't have any pants, actually, for newborn to 3 months or so. So that is on my list. I'm not going to do a haul with the stuff I just bought, because I just bought, like, a few things, but I am going to show you one thing I was super excited about. We do not have a Babies R Us near us, but the other night we happened to go into Madison and went to a Babies R Us, and I found these. I really wanted the Aiden and Anais, whatever that word is, the muslin blankets, the swaddle blankets. They're super expensive, you guys. So when I was wandering around in Babies R Us, I found these. These are by Koala Baby. They're muslin blankets. And when I checked the dimensions, both the Aiden ones and these are 44 by 44. So, same exact size. These were on clearance for like $12. So, picked them up. They're super soft, and I just love the colors. So, we will be giving them a go. That is my one really exciting purchase. And now I will try and show you my baby bump. Again, I'm sitting down here, so I'm just kind of going to turn the camera and kneel in front of this door, and hopefully you can see. Again, 24 weeks. Alright, so here's my bump. It's getting big. It's huge, you guys. Huge. And I noticed the other day that it's coming here now. So I've got little sides from the front. It's hard. This lighting's horrible, you guys. But that is my bump. My bump. He hangs out way down here, you guys. So, this is all, you know, just whatever. But he's down here. You can definitely tell if you go to push, it's hard. He's hanging out down there. It's squishy up here. Hard down here. He's down here. One last thing I want to say is the name we had picked out, or we're pretty certain on, another name came up, and now we're kind of leaning towards that one. So, I think this is going to be we'll tell you in January when I introduce you to the baby, because there's been so many cute ones that me and my husband are both like, oh yes, we love that name. So that will probably be a meet baby so-and-so. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, or if there's anything when I do these updates that you do want to know, go ahead and leave that down below, and I will try and make an effort to make sure I am updating those things as well. And I think that is it for this video. See you guys later. Bye.